Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Exciting day here at Art of the Image because right here is the Fuji X-T10. We're going to get it unboxed for you. I haven't even seen it yet. Haven't even taken it out to charge a battery. So let's get her open. This is the Fuji X-T10, the baby brother to the X-T1. Has the same 16 megapixel X-Trans sensor in it. And looks to be an amazing little camera. I've been very excited to get this in because I really liked the X-T1. So I wanted to see what was the X-T10 was all about. Okay, so there we have it. There's the box. Let's get her open here. Some manuals, paperwork. Now, this kit came with the 18 to 55. So this is the, if memory serves, this is the 3.5. Oh no, this is the 2.8 to 4. So this is the better lens. So I thought I was getting the 16 to 50, but this is the 18 to 55, and it's the 2.8 to 4. So it's a variable aperture lens, but this is a very nice little lens, and goes all the way to 2.8 on the wide end. And here is the little X-T10. What an awesome looking little camera. Let's see what else we got in the box here, just to show you. The inside is just some cardboard crate there, nicely packaged. We have a charger, cord for the charger. We have a little mini Fuji X-T1. And what do we have here? We have, not sure what those are. Maybe camera strap. We'll have to see what those are. They look like something that goes on the camera strap to stop it from sliding. Not sure if I'm correct on that or not. All right, let's just double check. Nothing else in the box. And we will get the box out of the way. So here we have it. Get some dust out of there. This is the X-T1. Sorry, the X-T10. That's it right there. Let's get the lens on it. Show you what it looks like on it. I'm always impressed when I'm handling the Fuji lenses. The Fuji lenses are some of the nicest built lenses out there today. It's a metal, mostly metal body on the lens here, if not all metal. They have very, very smooth zoom ring on them. Very smooth, very nicely made lens. The focusing ring is very smooth, and the aperture ring is very smooth with nice segmented. I don't know what you'd call that, but you know, each little click of the lens is it's smooth, defined, and just feels really quality. Let's put the hood on the lens here. Always helps if we line it up. So that's the X-T10 with the 18 to 55 f2.8 to 4 lens on here. And the X-T10 has the movable LCD screen, as you can see here. So it comes up like that. And we've got our standard looking dials. It looks a lot like a small X-T1. And I really liked the X-T1 when I had it in. You got your mode dial over here. You have your main dial up here for aperture, so you can put it into auto or into all of sorry, not aperture, shutter speed. You put it into auto or all your different shutter speed variables there. And then we have an exposure compensation dial over here. We've got your shutter button right there. And we've got a movie record button, and just a really nice looking little camera. The back is uncluttered. It's a very simple layout. We have a quick menu with your 4-way touchpad there, display back button, function button, a trash button up here, a replay or playback button, your AEL, your AFL, just a really nice camera. Your hot shoes up here. We have the the viewfinder in here is an EVF, one of the best out there. It's 2.36 million dot EVF. So that is, you know, it's basically a baby X-T1. Kudos to Fuji for giving us such an awesome little camera and such an awesome little body. But you almost have to wonder, how are they going to sell the X-T1s? This thing's so awesome. So anyways, we're really looking forward to shooting with it. For those of you that don't know, we'll go over some of the specs here. The X-T10 has the, as I mentioned, the 16 megapixel X-Trans CMOS 2 sensor. It has the EXR processor 2 in it. It has ISO range of 200 to 6400 plus an expanded of 100 to 51,200. That's in JPEG only. 2.36 million dot OLED electronic viewfinder with a 0.62 times equivalent magnification, a 3-inch 920K dot tilting LCD, 7 programmable function buttons, digital split image and focus highlight peaking, new zone AF in AFS and AFC wide tracking for AFC and eye detection, full HD movie recording, 1080 60p 36 Mbps bitrate, which is new because that's a better HD movie recording, I believe, than any of the previous Fujis. It's got built-in stereo microphones, built-in pop-up flash, and the Wi-Fi connectivity with remote control from a smartphone or tablet, and of course it's got a magnesium alloy body. Now, the built-in pop-up flash, that makes me curious because I'm looking to see. There it is right there. I was curious where that was. So that's it right there on the top, and that folds in nicely. It looks like it's part of what would have been a pentaprism or an optical viewfinder. But this being an EVF, they got room, I guess, to add that right there. I like that. So you might be asking yourself, what are the big differences between the X-T1 and the X-T10? Well, the sensor's the same, 16 megapixel X-Trans. The processor's the same, the EXR processor 2. The ISO range is the same. The magnesium alloy body components are the same. Now, there is no weather sealing on the X-T10, but there is on the X-T1. So more of a pro body there with the weather sealing. The X-T10 actually has 7 custom function buttons, but the X-T1 only has 6. The viewfinder is the same 2.36 million dot OLED viewfinder, except for the fact that the X-T1 has 0.77 times magnification factor. So you got a little bit stronger magnification in the viewfinder of the X-T1. We have the same size LCD on the back, except that the X-T1 has a little bit more resolution. This X-T10 has a 920K dot LCD. The X-T1 has a 1040K, so by I guess about 10% better resolution on the X-T1. Pop-up flash on the X-T10, which to me is an advantage. There is none on the X-T1. There's no flash sync port on the X-T10, but there is one on the X-T1. The burst rate is 8 frames per second for both. Size is obviously smaller. It's 400 centimeters cubed versus 541 centimeters cubed on the X-T1. Again, to me, that's advantage X-T10. The weight is 381 grams on the X-T10. It's 440 on the X-T1. The price at launch, or the MSRP when they were released, is only $800 for the X-T10. The X-T1 is $1,300. Now, that's been fluctuating. There's been some sales on and whatnot. But again, better price. You can get almost 2 of these. And I'd rather have 2 of the same camera if I'm shooting. You know, you always want to have a backup. So great deal on the X-T10. The other thing is that this has a newer autofocus system. So I'm really interested to see how the autofocus is. The X-T1 was probably the best Fuji had released yet. And it was a very nice autofocus system. But the X-T10 should, if the specs on paper are any indication, be better. So I'll be interested to see that. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get them answered for you. If you have any comments, if you have an X-T10, if you have an X-T1, feel free to leave comments below. And we'll be back soon with some of our initial shots with the X-T10, some of our initial observations, and we're just going to be putting it through its paces for the next little while here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks, folks. We'll be back soon.